Praise the Lord. Thank you for joining me today for our Power Pack. I'm Robyn Gool, pastor of Victory Christian Center right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Luke chapter 6, verse 37, 38 in the Amplified Bible. Listen to the words of Jesus. Hear Jesus as I read this. He says, "Judge not, neither pronouncing judgment nor subjecting to censure, and you will not be judged. Don't condemn and pronounce guilty, and you will not be condemned and pronounced guilty. Acquit and forgive and release. Give up resentment, let it drop, and you will be acquitted and forgiven and released." God says how you deal with other people is how things are going to be dealt with you or handled with you. If you want to condemn and judge people, you'll be condemned and judged. If you want to hold on to hurts and pain and bitterness and stuff like that, he says, you know what? It's only going to make life worse for you. He says, if you don't drop it, it won't be dropped when it comes to you. If you don't release it, then things in your life won't be released. If you don't forgive, then things that you need to be forgiven for, it cannot take place. He's telling us how to live with our brothers and sisters and function in this messed up, crazy world. And so we need to make sure that unforgiveness and bitterness and resentment and judgment and condemnation is not a part of our lives. Let's just love people. And when you do that, there'll be peace in your life. There'll be peace in your mind. There'll be joy in your soul. You'll be taking the high life and living above the beggarly elements of life. You'll be free, of all the turmoil on the inside of people's emotions when they're full of unforgiveness and they're judgmental and critical, etc. And then he says, I not only want you to live that way, but live this way as well. In verse 38, give, and gifts will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. They will pour into the pouch formed by the bosom of your robe and used as a bag. For with the measure you deal out, with the measure you use when you confer benefits on others, it will be measured back to you. Jesus says, forget about all that condemnation, critical, judging, unforgiveness stuff and bitterness, and just be a blessing. Just give to people. Be a blessing. And when you give, live that lifestyle, he says it'll be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Men will give into your bosom. That's how we are to be blessed in our everyday lives. We forgive and we give. God bless you today.